Hey everyone, I'm Epion, and today we're playing some Commander on MTGO. Looks like our opponent is playing Tajic, Blade of the Legion, and we are playing Damia, the Sage of Stone. This hand is actually pretty good, so we're going to keep it. We have plenty of lands, we have a counterspell, we have some ramp. We also have a piece of removal, and if all else fails, we can try and get to recycle to try and fill our hand back up when we play. Okay, Hinder's a little awkward. Without a second blue source. We may go ahead and fix that with Steve next turn. Especially if our opponent, you know, plays conventionally and tries to go straight for their commander right away. This Hinder may just be a blowout. So we'll go ahead and play Steve. And that'll get us our second blue source. It is worth noting that Tajic is indestructible, so conventional removal is very bad. Okay, Chromatic Lantern, that's fine. Okay, we'll go ahead and sack Steve. Grab an island. And we're just gonna go ahead and send it back like this. We'll see if he goes straight after Tajic. Krenko Mob Boss. The question is, do we think it's better to Disdainful Stroke or hit it with Ultimate Price? I think Ultimate Price is better. I feel like in the white-red deck, we may just rather have that. Because Ultimate Price may just be too narrow. Okay, we'll go ahead and play Shizo and send it back. Hopefully that also, you know, lures our opponent into thinking we're not playing counters, so he's safe to just go ahead and slam what he wants. Yep. So we'll go ahead and play Hinder. Would we like to put it on top? No. Increasing Ambition's not a bad draw. I think what we want to do, though, is use for C to try and get a land drop, and then also hold up. Okay, Sylvan Library I don't love. That's going to go on the bottom. These three are actually all pretty good. So in terms of what I'd rather have in my hand right now, we'll put this on top, and then this on top, so we can play the tower this turn, and then still hold up our Disdainful Stroke. It would have been nice to hold this until after we had recycled down, but I think we would still want to be proactive about playing our counters. No, we don't have any interest in doing that. And that's a perfect example of why holding up Disdainful Stroke was going to be huge for us. Alright, so I think our best bet is to go ahead and play Chromatic Lantern, and then we'll just hold up Putrefy for our opponent's turn. Ruination was a big catch for that Disdainful Stroke. Okay, yeah, Fervor is fine. Yep, Breeding Pool, that's good. We will go ahead and pay that life. We haven't taken any damage so far. And then I think what we'll do is we'll use this Increasing Ambition, and that'll still allow us to hold up Putrefy. trying to think what would be really good for us here. It feels like we're in the lead by a pretty fair amount, so it may just be better to grab something like a counterspell, like Dissolve, and then go after Damia as soon as we can. Dig Through Time is also pretty good. Yeah, I think we'll use that so we can just keep drawing cards. As it stands right now, we have 3 and 5 that we can exile in the graveyard, so that makes all 3 of these playable. Okay, Raise the Alarm is fine. Okay. Yep, 7 is fine here. That means Massacre Worm will be huge if we can find that off of this Dig Through Time. If all else fails, we can always use our Increasing Ambition to find it. So we don't have our land for next turn, so I think we definitely want a land. So we'll take this Heath. I don't love Tamiyo in this position. I think she's probably just going to die, or we can use her to draw a million cards. Maybe that's the play. Yeah, we have no maximum hand size, so I think we're just going to play Tamiyo and draw a million cards. Okay, so we'll get rid of this. Oh, all we have left to fetch is basic forests? Yep. Oh, that's disappointing. So we took an unnecessary bit of life anyways. So at this point we can hold up. If we play Tamiyo, that gives us 4 leftover lands, which feels really greedy. If he has an Anthem and he flashes this back, we're just dead to what's on board. I think what we're going to do is we'll hold Cyclonic Rift. So let's see, this costs 9, so he's not at flashback yet, but we can also use Cyclonic Rift to get rid of these tokens and return Lantern and Fervor to his hand. Yeah, I think we'll just go ahead and play Rift here. Cast with Overload. Yep, yep. And that. There we go. So he'll probably play Lantern and then play Fervor again. That's fine. Yep. But that definitely bought us some time to search for whatever we want. It also may be worth just playing Tamiyo so that we can start tapping down his lands and denying him some mana. We can also play Bloodline Keeper, so I think we'll go with that. There's a chance that, you know, something may get through on the attack, which isn't ideal. At this point, all of these do whatever color. We'll just go ahead and tap the Lantern. and then we'll play this Bloodline Keeper. So he has the ability to haste out a guy. If that happens, Bloodline Keeper's hitting the bin. That's fine. Okay, Geist Honored Monk, sure. Okay, no attacks, that's fine. We'll go ahead and tap down. I think we still need to go for a land. We don't want this increasing ambition to get played. Okay, so we'll do that. Let's flash back this increasing ambition. Let's go ahead and pay all that. Yep, keep paying. There we go. So I think getting Massacre Worm is going to be huge for us here. So we'll grab that. And then we're at Omniscience mana, so I think that's probably going to be our other card. Yep, Massacre Worm. And Omniscience. No attacks. Basically, if this Omniscience sticks, then we can hit Recycle, we can hit Massacre Worm. We're basically good to just play basically whatever we want at that point. Okay. Captain of the Watch we're not super interested in, so we're going to go ahead and just use this counter spell. Yep, still no attacks. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and play Omniscience. And then we'll go ahead and play this Recycle. Then Command Tower. We'll just always yield to Recycle. Cast Massacre Worm. We'll always yield to those. We'll go ahead and tap this Chromatic Lantern again. I don't love playing Deadeye Navigator here into what's essentially an empty board. I think what we're going to do is just go ahead and cast this Lab Maniac, get it out of our hand. We probably should have made a Vampire during that last turn on the end step. I'm actually less worried about Gaze of Granite. Once we can hit this Deadeye Navigator, we can basically bounce Massacre Worm as many times as we need. Okay, Chroma's Vengeance. You got it. So that's actually great. That dealt with your Chromatic Lantern and still put you pretty far behind. Now we don't have to worry about our Recycle either. Let's see, blue. Oh, actually, let's not pay green. Let's pay this blue. and we'll get Damia down. If he doesn't have a good way to deal with Tamiyo, making this Tamiyo emblem basically will mean unlimited removal for us in terms of Putrefy. Alright, looks like our opponent didn't have anything left for us. We had Damia out for a full hand. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave it a like, and let me know what you thought of this game. I thought we fared pretty well against the token deck. And of course, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. But until next time, this is Epion, signing off.